where anything can damn happen. But we still talk about Falcon football around this mud, boy. Hey, Marquise, how you doing, man? Appreciate you coming in and joining with me. Mike
Yeah,
gonna be on in a few minutes, so I don't want nobody out there panicking right now.
yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna hold it down till he get
Exactly.
here.
Exactly. So how you feeling, man?
Man, life is good, man. Life is good. I can't complain. Ready for this? What's it? They not even the Redskins no more. They the football team. We'll see what they're doing. See how our boys look this week.
Okay.
Just excited. You know.
Said feel good to get that first win out your belt. Just build on
You
that.
know. Yeah. And it felt
Exactly.
even better because low key, I watched the Oklahoma game. I was looking at quarterbacks. So on Saturday, I watched the Oklahoma game with Spencer Rattler. Like, okay, maybe. And he ain't look too good. So I'm like, we need to go ahead and start winning. I was maybe thinking like we could tank or something, or maybe try to, position something. But yeah, man. Yeah, we need this
we
might
can.
not be the year.
Bro. Yeah, bro. We got a whole lot more problems besides just quarterback around here.
Oh
So
yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
I hate to burst a few people's bubbles over here, but yeah, we got a lot more problems to deal with. But
Agreed.
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I do here is before we get into the show, I have a special thing I call this. It's the real roll call. That's where we shout out to people. We all got to shout the people out before we start. Like I said, Joseph Thornton in the building. We got Cartier Walker. We got Bobby Boy Zone 3, Xavier Littman. We got Jonathan Bell, Asia Green, Brian People, Sean Wiley, Mo Sets 3. We got Harrison. We got Bubba Gun, Shrimp, Michael Walker, Isaac Crimes, Tell Sports and Gaming, YMOF Jamal, Noah Tyndale. Hey, shouts out to Noah Tyndale. Brandon Kahuna, Justin N. Let's go ahead and get it started now, man. Like I said, Mike gonna be on in a few minutes, so hold your horses. All right, Marquise.
Yeah.
Going from seeing what you saw in that Giants game, what is your expectation for this game coming up against the football team? It just
Well,
sound
really,
weird.
yeah, they do, man. Football, they need to go and change that, do something. But yeah, I think for the most part, man, we turn it on in the last 10 minutes of the game. We really didn't look too hot the first 3 quarters, so we're gonna see if we can string that good momentum on and carry that over to the next game, and hopefully
Okay.
have a continued sustained successful 4 quarters. Be productive or whatever. So. Because I mean, the first 3 quarters weren't too hot. We didn't look good on no sides of the ball. You know what I mean? So we didn't even have Kyle Pitts, who our number one draft pick, the highest tight end ever. He didn't even get no looks until the last few minutes of the game. So we can't have that. We got to go in and use our weapons, continue to
Okay.
execute. Hopefully the defense show up. I need Debo to, be Debo. Uh, but
Do
we know he's
do
capable
do
of doing
do
it. But
do do
yeah,
do 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 do. I had to do it. I wanted to do that just one time. I didn't mean to interrupt you though, man. I just
no,
wanted
you
to do that
good,
one
bro.
time.
Hey, yeah.
Oh
But
man, but yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we got our takes from that last game. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should have had more creativity offensively.
yeah,
Like you said, those last few minutes of the game, I think that's where we kind of saw what type of creative juices that these coaches got as far as getting these guys open. Like you said, Kyle Pitts really only had 2 catches, and they were 2 of the biggest catches in the game. So that should say something else too, to put the game on the line and let him go out there and do what he got to do. Um, like I said, too much. The defense held their own. It was pretty much the defense just pretty much held it down the whole game. Like I said, just waiting for the offense to catch up and finally do what they got to do. But
absolutely,
who
absolutely. Yeah, I
So
mean, besides the defense, I mean, you saw some plays. We had a lot of people out. We should get Terrell back this week. I know
mhm.
we're gonna lose um, Davidson and Gage, but
Right.
You know, we get Terrell back, so AJ gonna come back. He gonna hold down that side. I seen what they talking about. You know, the football team. Washington's supposed to have Christian Samuel. I know they activated him. I don't know if he's gonna play or not, but you know he can stretch that field. So we need
Yeah,
somebody to be able to run with him. You know, and we ain't got nobody but Terrell for real for the most part. I know Moreau's a little fast. He got a little speed on him, but we can't have
okay.
too many people out here. We can't have Isaiah Oliver or nobody like that type of speed. You're trying to check him. It ain't gonna work.
Um, well, I think that's where you kind of got the safeties at. Like if we looking at Isaiah Oliver, like you said, he is the rover, so he's just gonna
Yeah,
play a particular part.
that's
The
true.
thing is, like you said, Chris Samuel is basically their Cordarrelle Patterson. He's what Cordarrelle Patterson do. And speaking of that, hold on. Let me shout out a couple more people. We got Van Terminator, ECW. Appreciate you joining. Connect Rising, Dwayne Body. What's good? Millie Mills, Matt Jones, Andrew G, Trey Hill. All right, but I gotta ask you this question, man. I gotta put you on the
Okay,
spot here.
come on with it.
How do you feel? How like that? How do you feel about Cordarrelle Patterson and his role in this offense so far? And how
I
you
mean, he
feel
been,
about his impact?
he been a pleasant surprise. Nobody saw this coming. You know what I mean? Like nobody. You know, when you got signed, you didn't think much of it. He didn't really move the needle, but he's a
Right.
person that's shown. You know, like throughout his career, he's kind of been a journeyman. But
Mm-hmm.
hey, better late than never. You know, so he's max. He's taking advantage of the opportunity he got. He's been a playmaker. I still think, you know, as far as running the ball, like he's explosive, but we still gotta, you know, got to get some boys to carry somebody to carry that rock and do something with it, you know. But he's a Swiss Army knife. He do a little bit of everything. He can catch it, you know, catch out the backfield. You can line him up in the slot. You know, he doing it all. He returning kicks. Hey, that's what we need. Though we need versatility, you know,
Right.
especially
Yeah.
when our salary cap the way it is. We need people like that could fill multiple roles and be productive in multiple areas. So that's big.
Hold on. I want to hear you say that one more time for the people in the back. Say it one more
Yeah,
time for
yeah.
the people in the back.
Yeah, for the salary cap, we're gonna need people to come in that's gonna be able to do multiple things that can be productive in multiple areas, not just we got somebody that specializes in one thing. So Cordarrelle Patterson he's showing you like this is what you need,
Right.
this is what it takes for a team to be successful, especially when you're gonna have high caliber players like a Matt Ryan, who regardless of what you think, he getting paid as a top tier quarterback. You have other people, Debo, you got a Grady Jarrett, other people that's getting paid as well, commensurate with
Whoa, whoa,
their
whoa, whoa, whoa,
performance.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
there you
whoa,
go.
whoa,
You know,
whoa, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
on that
What
demon
you
over there.
smiling for?
Huh?
Well, what you smiling for?
Why not, man? Life is good. We're supposed to smile. What am I supposed to be doing, man? What are we supposed to
Whoa,
be
whoa,
doing? We
whoa,
coming in
whoa,
to
whoa,
win.
whoa.
What are we
I,
supposed to
I
be doing?
heard something before. I'm having computer difficulties right now, but I before I restarted my computer, I heard somebody say something about Isaiah Oliver. So what exactly did you say about Isaiah
I
Oliver?
just said, I said
Oh,
we can't have him. We can't have him on speed. We can't have him on a fast guy. He's solid. He doing the thing. He been steady, but we can't put him on what Samuel. We can't put him on the other wide receiver they got. I can't even think of his name right now, but you know
Terry,
anybody that can stretch that field,
scary Terry.
scary Terry. There it is. You know we can't put him on nobody that can stretch that field. I would highly advise it.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
dang.
I got to test you just a little bit because y'all
hey,
know
it's
how I
good.
feel
Hey, look, man.
about
Hey, look.
Oliver, boy.
I
Oh
might
yeah.
be on the
Oh yeah.
West Coast, but I'm from Macon, baby. I know about it. I know about it. You know what I mean? I know about it through and through, baby. I'm thorough. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, man, it's all good, man.
478, baby. We with it.
But this is kind of an interesting game for me because I kind of have a special affinity for the Washington football team because, as I probably never told nobody this, the first NFL training camp I ever went to was they were the Redskins at the time, so that's kind of introduced to a lot of players and stuff. But um, man, Isaiah Alba, I don't think Isaiah Alba necessarily gonna have to really guard them. We got
We
we
hope
we
not.
we we got to talk like you said. Doom 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 doom. They gonna put Debo on him. They gonna let Debo do his damn thing on him, see what he could do. I think
No.
Isaiah Oliver is gonna be more so just trying to control the middle and try to frustrate Logan Thomas. That's gonna be his big thing right there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's going to be a kind of an in and out thing. What people don't realize about Debo is that he kind of controls the middle of the field, even slot receivers. Cause what you can't do. I actually like the fact that Isaiah Oliver is in the middle because he, kind of like it's almost like an in and out thing. You got to be perfect with Debo, Fourier, as well as Isaiah Oliver. You can't throw the ball in the middle as much because now Oliver is showcasing that he can be a very good corner. And now you got Fourier, you have Dion, who is Dion, and like you don't want to get in the habit of throwing the ball in the slot against him because he, as we've seen before, he can take a pick to the house at any given second. So like honestly, I would rather have guys. I think what you want to do is throw outside with the Falcons. I don't think you want to test them in the middle. I would definitely. That's what you kind of seeing that with what they doing with Fabian Moreau and TJ Green. They just testing the outside. A lot of teams aren't beating us with a lot of things on the inside because you got those guys, Isaiah Oliver and the safeties. They doing amazing right now. They're not giving up a lot of big plays. So it's like I hear you don't want to try, you don't want to leave Isaiah Oliver on the outside, but right now, man, I don't think you want to, I don't think you really want to go in the inside too much. These boys playing absolute great ball right now, man.
I think this right now is a pivotal time. This is a pivotal moment for the defense because this string, we really haven't faced we haven't faced any great quarterbacks, anybody that's really going to scare you. So this week we got somebody here where they can kind of gain their confidence. They can go in and perform, and I mean they facing a backup. Even though he did okay a game or two, but he's an NFL quarterback. But we should be able to have our will and exert ourselves with no issues.
all right, Noah, what's going on, man? What you got on the tape?
Ooh, I just got back from work, so give me a minute to set myself up. But
okay, you good? You good?
It's fine. Just gotta keep the dogs quiet. Just gotta get used to getting back resting.
Hey, I know the feeling. They already Mike talking about he got the wrong avatar.
I know. What's up with that, y'all?
Whoa!
It ain't that hard to change the avatar.
I know. No, we're not doing this tonight. It's not pick on Mike. That's not y'all not picking on me tonight.
Man, push Mike.
I heard that in the back.
Yeah, and Anime sitting over here tripping again.
Nah, Anime.
I'm always the butt of everybody. Just Mike, you don't know what the hell you talking about.
Well, please.
And now they're picking on my avatar. Maybe I want to be Magnus. Maybe I want to be Magnus one of these days. You know what I'm saying? For some super promos. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey, Money Man, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, what you got for us, man? How you feeling about this matchup? And how did you feel about the game last week leading up to this matchup?
I finally seen some life. And just like even though it was a close game, low score game, that just showed our defense like that. And I believe the offense have a little more to work on because you got Kevin really, he just don't look right for some reason. Like, I don't know what's going on. He might be going through something mentally and ain't talking to nobody about it, but there's something going on, man. I ain't never seen him perform that way.
Who?
And Calvin really. But otherwise, I'm proud at what we seeing. I'm seeing now. We look like we got life now. But it's just certain players that just don't look right. If they going through something, talk to some kind of counseling or something. something ain't right.
So do you feel like it's that transition from being number 2 to number 1 is something that he got to get used to? Because that we have to remember, when you're used to feeding off of Julio and now you're the main guy now, that's 2 totally different mindsets. And a lot of players are really not ready for that right away.
Exactly.
Not saying that Calvin really won't get it straight, but as of right now, you can kind of tell that he has to make that adjustment. Now, like I said, now the coverage rolls to you now.
Now, I believe this week and the coming forward weeks, I believe he gonna progress, but I believe like just starting off dealing with that role, it's a lot on him, because at the end of the day, even though he probably the captain of the receivers, a lot of weight is put on him and a lot of responsibility is put on him.
He's the elder. He's the OG now.
Yeah.
He's still young. He's still young in the game, and now you the OG. Like I said, that's a major step. But yeah, Marquise, what you guys say on that, man?
No, I was just gonna agree. Yeah, I mean, he going from being where defense is not game planning to stop him, as opposed to Julio being the focal point of the offense, one of the main focal points where they game plan. Nobody really game plan for Calvin, really, like predominantly. So he was like a secondary target. Now, like you say, he's the primary. And so even if they're going to do that for him, we need to scheme some things. I mean, the offensive coordinator got to earn his money. Everybody got to earn their paycheck at the end of the day. So the offensive coordinator, we got to scheme, do some things, get him open and get the ball in our playmakers' hands, whether it's him, whether it's Pitts, Patterson, whoever. We got to be able to. We can't let the defense dictate what we do. We got to dictate what the defense do.
And for the people that might not know what we just talking about is Calvin Ridley has permanent tickets to the This Is It tour, moonwalking.
He said this is
but like I said, that's where I think I see a lot of people talking about that, because if you saw that Giants game, you saw those first 2 drives where they was trying to give it to Calvin Ridley to get that first down, you kind of saw him back off. He gave up. He didn't want to get touched.
And like he in prison, he's scared to get touched. He think he in jail.
but listen. Hey, the Giants, this the healthiest the Giants been in years, with Saquon Barkley and everybody back. And they had him contained. I was impressed with that defense. I could see the progress already. And this happening week by week by week by week. He bringing in new guys, trying them out with here. If they don't work out, your ass gone. Simple.
Your ass is gone. But to get a couple of these other comments, I'm gonna get y'all take on some of these comments. Let's see what we got here. Oh, workflow. Dre really had to throw it in. He talked about Julio back to not playing.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Get used to it, Titans fans.
Yeah, you better get used to it. That was it. I think, like I said, really reason Julio gets hurt so much because he's way too big to be running like he do, and it takes a toll on him. But like you said, not our problem no more. Yeah, both of your receivers. So y'all about to say Ryan Tannehill gonna really have to earn his paycheck this week. Let's see what it said. Yeah, Giants had 10 days to prepare for Atlanta. No excuses. We won. Okay, so I got a question. There was actually some rankings that came out today. I think they were saying like the Falcons offense, passing offense right now is ranked 28th in the league. Oh no, wait a minute, it's 27th in the league, running 28th, 19th defense. And I think against the run, I think we like 22nd. Do you think it's time to do you think hearing stuff like that, do you think it's time to push the panic button? And I see quite a lot of people doing that already. Like, oh Lord, like what happened to the Falcons that was throwing 300-400 yards a game? Keep got to tell them, man, this is a whole different coaching staff. That's not what they're about.
I mean, whether they're about it or not, they don't got the personnel for it, you know?
Right.
We got no wide receivers that can get open. Other than Ridley, he a joystick, he get open. But other than that, they need to be seen.
And then another thing is, that's why we lost a lot of games, because we was too predictable, because everybody was looking for the pass. Now we got a run game as well. So,
I mean, I wouldn't go that far to say we got a run game, though. I mean, they do okay, but we ain't really.
But I think what he's saying more so is when we needed the big runs, we was getting them in crucial times. So it doesn't really show up in the stat sheet like that as far as having a great running game. But like I said, when you start getting those 10-yard runs in the clutch and stuff like that, this is the different. This is a difference than what we had last year, where we couldn't run through a fence if it was cut open.
Yeah, we ain't had a run game.
Like we doing more running. We doing more running than passing now.
Exactly.
I also kind of think that that's a. I also kind of think that's a product of preserving Matt Ryan's career. Mm-hmm. I think now he doesn't have to do as much. He doesn't have to go out there every single week and be the hero. And that's what he's been doing ever since he came here into the franchise as a rookie. It's like, all right, well, here's the offense. Throw for like 4,500 yards every single year, and we'll see what we can do after that. But then they never had a plan B. Now we have a plan B in action, and now we're seeing that progress. Mm-hmm. Now we're seeing our two running back sets like we had in the past with Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman. It's just now they're coming in different ways. We're getting yardage in different areas of the field. And now we're able to stop teams on crucial downs.
Exactly.
So I want to be able to win in different ways and just having to rely on passing.
Exactly. Hey, so there was a little interesting wrinkle we saw last week, and I know y'all probably heard the news as far as they're talking about moving Felipe Franks to tight end.
I
had to be convinced about that too.
He got in one play of the game as a tight end.
Yeah, because apparently what it sounded like is Arthur Smith kind of went up to him and basically said, we can still make you the third string quarterback, but we want to get some looks at you at tight end as well. I guess so. It's saying like just in case, okay, if he's in the league and he don't get no quarterback time, see now he's learning another position to where he can get some money.
But my question is, why does it take you, all the offseason, training camp, everything like that, preseason for you to come up? Why you didn't try this out during the preseason? We can't be experimenting during the regular season. This is, it's live action. Bullets are flying. We got to be able to make somebody to come in that's going to make plays. You can't be having like somebody with a trainer wheel on. Like, okay, well, this is how you block. This is how you do X, Y, and Z. I don't really understand like what the coaching staff, like the desired intent. Only thing I could kind of think of is hope is maybe they trying to do like some kind of psychological, like whatever, like, say, well, we're going to put him in a tight end, make other teams not think he good, and then cut him and stash him on training. I don't know. I mean, on practice squad, but it don't make sense to me.
I mean, that makes sense. What you got on that? Oh, no, go ahead.
I was thinking about a little bit. We got to remember at the end of the year, we're losing Hayden Hurst because we declined his 5th-year option. So we have Pitts. We're going to have a hole there at the second tight end position. And Felipe is not the terrible option because he's a quarterback, right? And sometimes quarterbacks at a tight end position, I mean, we've seen this with Logan Thomas, where Travis Kelce was a former quarterback. So it's like knowing that position from a quarterback standpoint and from a tight end standpoint, which he has that, like he's got a sibling that plays tight end too. It might have a big factor. He's a big frame. He'll probably know how to block. It surprised us at first, but in the first snap that we've seen him in, we didn't even run to his side, which was nice. But hey, he showed a lot better form than the other Florida quarterback that tried to convert to tight end, and Tim Tebow, and he was having to block Logan Ryan. So I just think that when it comes to figuring out who you have in your roster, you want to exploit your talent in different ways. I think that with Arthur Smith trying to be you want a creative offense? Well, this is what I'm thinking. Like what do you have? What else do you want me to put? I want to put my talent on the field. But that being said, I want to put my best talent on the field while I still have them.
Well, I mean, if we focus on second string tight end in the future, we got big issues in second string tight end. You know what I mean? We got a lot of bigger fish to fry. I mean, I guess
that's true.
I think if that's the case, the coaching staff might have their priorities wrong then, because we playing a long game for second string tight end. It's like, for what? Like, what about offensive line, defensive line? We got some holes. We got some real legit holes to fill. So
yeah. I think they're going to be more so focused on the trenches here the next couple of years anyway, because we got to build that foundation.
And we need another receiver.
Hold on. Yeah, we damn sure do.
In a major way.
But I know y'all ain't probably hear anime over there with the witch laugh over there. Talking about y'all can't hear it because she over here laughing in my ear. But Washington football team. Who you think the main focus of the Falcons should be pertaining to the Washington football team? Who is a guy on their team that we have to watch out for? Besides Chase Young. I'm going to throw that in there. Besides Chase Young.
I mean, the whole defensive line. They got Montez Sweat. They got Matt Ioannidis. They got, the whole defensive line is like, they solid. The boys trained to go. You know what I mean? They ain't got no slouches up front. So their front four serious. So and our offensive line really it's been Jekyll and Hyde. We don't really know which one's gonna show up, but so we'll see. We'll see we'll know what we got after this game.
Okay.
Man, y'all know I gotta put a little oomph on this thing, right? Just a little bit.
Little tidbit.
Yeah. Why the fuck do we have to worry about day defense? We got 3 first rounders on this offensive line. I mean, let's be real. We got 3 first rounders. Caleb McGarry is no slouch. We seen what he can do against Jordan. Real talent. We know what Chris Lindstrom is. We know what Jake Matthews is. So why? This is the thing. My thing is always respect your team, your opponent. But why do we have to worry about? See, these are the things that I talk about. We just because we look at our record and say, okay, this is our record. This is what we are. A lot of times, teams are not what they record are. We see it with Washington right now. Washington got 2. We got Montez Sweat, they got Chase, and they got Payne. So why that defense looking like trash right now? The defense is trash. Absolute trash. They're playing like absolute garbage. And I see people up here talking about stop it, Mike. Stop. They playing like absolute garbage. Chase Young has 0 sacks. None. So why do we have to be constantly worried about them? We have very good players. But when it all comes down to it, do they really buy into the system? And that's the same thing for Washington. Do they really buy into what he's preaching? Because the defense isn't really playing up to their capabilities. It's the exact same thing when we talk about Tack McKinley and Vic Beasley. Did they really buy into what Dan Quinn was preaching? So, like I said before, this is just me throwing that out there. I'm tired of sitting up here respecting our damn opponent. Forget all that crap. At the end of the day, we got something to say too. We got a Grady Jarrett who's an absolute freaking monster. Dante Fowler is playing well right now. Ogundeji, Dion, Fourier. Those are hell of a players. Matt Ryan ain't no damn slouch either. Calvin ain't no slouch. Kyle Pitts ain't no slouch.
I don't know if I'll say hell of a players. They solid, but I don't know if I'll say
they hell of a player. You trying to tell me Grady Jarrett isn't a hell of a player?
Grady, yes. We give Grady that. Grady, but this year, 2021 Debo, no. Debo hasn't made an impact play since this year, since this season started.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I don't. Hey, what is he?
I just asked the question. Are you sure about that? Because we're talking about what is the definition of an impact play? Are you talking about interceptions or sacks?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're going with that. No, it's bigger.
He's leading the team in TFLs with 3 already. Yeah, right. Won a game.
So it's the definition of what impact plays are. So, impact plays ain't. I think a lot of times, and excuse me for that, but like a lot of times we get blown away by sack numbers. He got 9 sacks, and we've seen this time and time again. We guys like Dante Fowler. You can throw Leonard Floyd out there. These guys, even the Ray Edwards. Everybody remember Ray Edwards. They have all these big sack numbers, and then they go into free agency, and then they go to a new team. Yannick Ngakoue is another one. They have all these 10 sack games, then they go to another team and say, oh, man, how the hell he get 10 sacks? This dude can barely get to the quarterback now. So it's the definition of what are impact plays. That's a question I want for everybody to answer.
Well, I can answer that. Most of the impact plays are really the plays that don't show up on the stat sheet, like holding your contains, playing your gaps. Like you said, tip drills. Not the music video. We talking about tip drills.
Must be asking, but ain't that
fake. But like I said, it's usually and you have to also look. It may be like certain plays where you might see Debo lined up opposite side of slot receiver and keeping up with him. And like I said, Fourier doing the same thing. Like I said, a lot of stuff don't get showed. A lot of impact plays don't show up on the stat sheet. Like we see the ones like with sacks and interceptions and tackles for loss.
Right.
That's just like saying with Grady Jarrett. Like you said, if he would have had Grady Jackson next to him.
Right.
That's the definition of
and before everybody get their opinion, there's the reason why I say it is because that's what the media gets so blown away by. It's like when you talk about guys like LeBron James is so much more than just a big body. Like he's a guy who can pass the ball. Like he commands a certain amount of attention. Like these are the small intricate details that we talk about in sports that a lot of people just don't pay attention to. You know, like Kevin was saying, having a Grady Jackson in the middle of the defense to eat up 2 blocks, 2 men, and then you leave Dante Fowler on one-on-one. Like 9 times, I say at least 5 times out of 10, he gonna get to the quarterback. And that's like these are the small intricate details. So it's not so much me, you know, like trying to. Like my point is, I just want everybody to focus on the small intricate details of football because I think that's where we lost so many games last year, not falling on the ball when it. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, and that's get lost.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, I mean, for the most part, though, the reason I was saying, like, I wouldn't necessarily classify them as hell of a players because there are certain ones, based on their performance this year, like Debo, I mean, yeah, Debo he's a hell of a talent, and he has capability, and he's performed at that level before. But in this system, currently, he hasn't really excelled. And that, you know, I know there's no point out, he leads the league in tackle for loss. Our team in tackles for loss, which signifies that we don't have any pass rushers getting back there. They're getting pressure, but if he's leading the league in tackle for loss, what about Dante Fowler? What about our other, you know, I know Davison is out this week, but you know, other people that going to step up and help, you know, Ole and everybody else. I mean,
what is your I hear you, but what is your expectation? Because I think that's where a lot of people have different opinions of like what, because like for myself, I can speak for myself and Kevin, is that tackle for losses, being able to command double teams, batting the ball down, like those are huge plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those aren't the sexy plays. So like, what is your definition of like impact plays?
Well, I'm gonna just say impact plays because as both you and both y'all stated, that there is bigger than it's bigger than what's on the stat line. So things that not necessarily change the game, but have an influence on the game. So if he's doing things where, if he's covering that slot receiver, if he's covering that slot receiver, if he's able to drop down and drop back in the zone, if he's able to, rush the pass and do those things have an influence on the game and hopefully a positive influence. But also if we have, where if you've seen he had throughout his career, you can look and you see a game, you see Debo flash consistently.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Grady, like those are pretty much our two anchors on defense since Weatherspoon and Willie Moe, so it's been him and Grady. And this year you see Grady coming alive, Grady getting it together.
Mm-hmm.
You see Fowler looking solid, Fowler look good. He always, to me, not gonna say always, but majority of the time he played the run pretty good. Fowler did. It was just where it was a pass that he kind of, it'd be subpar, kind of, hot and cold. But other than that, I just think we're void of talent on the defensive end. We have a lot of resources spent on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, we're void of talent. And that's where, I know you stated, like, why should we be concerned about somebody else's defense? If we're not stepping up, we're not going to hold it down. Or we should be concerned about what somebody else got in general with this defense offense. We have to concern ourselves because other people have players too. They earn their checks too, just like the players for the Falcons got to earn theirs. So,
yeah, okay, yeah. Because I was also gonna say, did y'all see last night's game between the Jaguars and the Bengals?
Yeah, that was a good game.
Hey, I said start CJ Uzomah, people.
Stop bragging, Noah. He always got to brag.
He's doing the fantasy drop.
But what was turning point as far as that helped Cincinnati get back into that game? That 4th and 1 stop on the goal line.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's like little stuff like that. Let's see. Okay, Money Man, you want to chime in on that? Chime in on that question.
All right, what was the question again now?
What do you consider as impact plays? Like, what's your definition of impact plays?
My definition of impact plays was like what we did last Sunday. We forced the Giants to a 3-and-out because they was gonna run the clock out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an impact play. That 4th and out was an impact play to put us back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like interceptions, anything like that, impact plays that could change the momentum. That's my definition of an impact play.
You said the key word right. You said the key word right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he did.
You said momentum.
Yes, sir.
That's all it's about. Like you said, football is a momentum game. As Falcon fans, we should know what that is. I'm not finna bring that up. We should know what that is.
Why everybody on here hiding faces and behind cameras?
I'm trying. I'm giving my time. I'm about to show my pretty work.
I know you know her. Everybody else camera shy all of a sudden. What's going on, people? You're not finna interrupt.
See now y'all had to bring anime in here now.
No.
Anime had to get this hair together. That's what anime had to do.
Oh, get the hell out. Hey,
I'm just playing. What's up, Asia? What going on, girl? How you doing? I had to show my face a little bit. Y'all know I be missing in action, but I be in the back, just letting everybody know I'm alive. But impact player, I'll go ahead and answer that question. On impact play. is any play, like you said, that changed the momentum and goddamn just put some points on the board, as well as get in the red zone and score. How about that? Because
that was Atlanta Falcons. There you go, Miss Maggie.
That's what we waiting on. Hey, everybody give her a round of applause for that.
I'm just saying. Just get it on, people.
Hey, everybody put fire in the chat right now.
Thank you, Money Man. Thank you, Mad Mike. See, I had to come in here and change the game up because y'all in here hiding behind cameras.
What the hell?
Good afternoon, Bobby. Good afternoon, Jonathan, Antonio. What's up, y'all? Quint. I just had to come in here and just, show my face a little bit. I'll probably be back. I might feel like coming on camera every now and then. I don't be doing nothing half the time. What's up, everybody, though? What's going on with everybody? I know I'm all late to the game.
Look, y'all.
Go ahead.
Nah, like I said, my thing here is to challenge everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got to be challenged as fans. We can't just have our own personal opinion. I want to challenge the way, or just want to understand what Money Man, you know what I'm saying? What Marquis, like what everybody know, how everybody thinks. Because like we can't be true fans or learn the game and really cheer our team on if everybody got the same viewpoints. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing, bro. Like that's my thing. So
everybody got a different take.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just happy to see, like I said, some red zone action, man. And Miss Maggie doing the impact play. Thank you. Y'all know what? I'm the star of this show, obviously. Everybody happy to see.
Hey.
Man, Mike got something to say. All right.
Hey. Don't make me
all over the video. Dancing.
Oh, I got something to bring up. Let's get on this. I don't know if y'all mentioned it already, but this Dean Pease interview, man. I know, Matt, Mike, you got in on it, but how do y'all feel about Dean Pease putting up and supporting our coaches and team better than we are as a fan base? What do y'all feel about that? Man, that interview was epic. I can say that. I'm going to replay that about 50 million times because he was fired up. And that's the coaching. That's the culture change that we need to see. Definitely.
I think I just found my new alarm clock with that. I just get the sound bites.
Lord have mercy.
I just get you fired up.
Oh, it do. Definitely.
Boy, if he would have been cussing like who's the coach that used to cuss all the damn time? Coach that used to cuss all the time. Well, if that was Dennis Green,
Arians kind of does.
Dennis Green, I want to say more. I want to say Jim Moore.
Oh Lord! You talk.
And I like the comment. Jonathan Bell said. I'm gonna go back to Jonathan Bell while y'all figuring that out. But I can't believe not one person told authors congratulations on the win. Absolutely. All the headlines was, it was an ugly win. We struggled to get something. It was just like all negative. It was like, God damn it, didn't we just win a game? Can we have one happy highlight, please?
I'm grateful.
For all these people that were just like, oh, hey, I just want to see our team win. Well, you got it, and then you're crapping all over it. So you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's what I've heard in childhood.
I'm saying, to me, doesn't it mean? I mean, a win is a win, right? I mean, it's getting you closer to the playoffs, right? I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. Make it make sense to me.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Hey, let me say this one more time. NFL has 3 statistical categories in the standings: wins, losses, ties. Let me say that again.
Style points on that. You got to do a
wins, losses, ties. It doesn't say ugly wins, pretty losses,
asterisk.
Asterisk. There's 3 things: you win, lose, or tie. I didn't want to put that out there because we still got folks out here talking about ugly wins. I like, bro. I rather lose. Exactly.
Go ahead, Money Man. I said, why do I call you Money Man? Money Man. I keep calling you Money Man.
Money Man.
This is like I said, and they are a talented team on like offense and defense. But we came out on top by a field goal or maybe 1 or 2 points. You know, every opponent you ain't gonna blow out. You know, if you ain't never got blowed out, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't playing no. My coach always told me, if you ain't never got got your ass, you it got me so dang on nerves, I don't know what to say.
You ain't got your ass handed to you.
Right, bro. Take it
if you ain't got your ass handed to you ain't playing nobody. You ain't playing nobody.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Exactly. Like I said, the character of a team comes after those type of losses. Mm-hmm. Either you're gonna get back up or you're gonna stay down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was told.
You always learn more from a loss than you do from a win.
Like I said, the Falcons could have won 3-2. It's a W. I take it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a very, like I said, that'll be a very interesting game. 3-2.
Going back to the 1920s highlights.
Oh, no. We don't need that.
And then 2, that's not a compliment if you're getting 2. Like, well, damn, the other team helped you with a win. All right, with a score.
Exactly. A seat poll basically was, I guess he's saying that Dean Pease was talking about Hugh Douglas.
Man, y'all, Hugh Douglas, he been doing that. Like, he been doing that whack crap.
Yeah, he Eagles
That's
fan.
what he does best. He been doing that. That ain't nothing new.
He ain't part of the fan base.
Nah.
He a imposter.
Yeah, that man
I
needs that man.
Who he was talking about, because he was consistent about a certain comment. I was like, who is he targeting?
He's talking about everybody. He talking about everybody. It wasn't just Hugh. Like, he was talking about it because look, we all know, and the media, especially Falcons media, you say that you are a Falcons fan, and all you do is print up, oh, this sucks. This is an ugly win. This person sucks. We need to get this person. Blah blah blah. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got, at the end of the day, like K-Star said, what does it matter? Do you think that, Tom Brady up here caring about they got caught by Spygate? They still got them damn rings, so he don't give a fuck about no Spygate. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They say you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's what I'm saying. Get your win by any means necessary, especially the Falcons. And we get a little bit. Let's get us an asterisk win. I'll take that.
I'll get it. Exactly.
Who played, but we can steal.
Right.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna say something too. Because the way DP's kind of attacked those type of questions, because you heard Dioletto Ledbetter in the background, he was shivering in his boots.
Yeah.
They got quiet.
He was shivering in his boots.
Questions. You know him. He is negative Nancy.
No, because DP said, no, I'm not mad. He said, are you sure about that? But he
already sounded like he was running out the back door.
but at the same time, our team, just like I said, the Falcons ain't got no choice but to get better. We basically, to my opinion, I believe we got the hardest division in the NFC.
Oh yeah, I think no doubt about that.
Absolutely.
Because you got
maybe the
Carolina,
West might have something to say about that.
But you got Carolina, they undefeated.
San Francisco okay, but they ain't consistent. They okay, but they ain't consistent.
But yeah, you got Carolina, they undefeated. You got Tom Brady, they still playing good ball. Yeah. The Saints, they could be anything at any time right now. Just because they got.
Right. I ain't worried about them.
I just had a thought. Didn't Dean P sound like a coach that we kind of clamored about earlier last season?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah. Didn't I tell you we need that style? Didn't I tell y'all we need that style? I've been telling y'all for the last 2 years.
Hey, so for the people that don't know what we talking about, is that was very Rex Ryan-ish.
Rex
Ryan,
Ryan,
Been telling you.
But yeah, man, like I said, I think it's gonna help this defense a lot too, because now he knows that now they know they have a coach that has their back.
I like Dean Pease because he like he even said he don't care about no social media. He is old fashioned, straight to the books, straight to the plays. Just get out there and do your damn job, and that's the culture we need. All this cute little fancy little catchphrases and everything else, and cueing it up, and you know what I'm saying.
What do Falcons do? Rise up!
Rise up!
Fuck out of here! We got $5.
$5.
Holla.
Casual Matt said I was a
no. Are you catching on?
He said I was a hard doubter for the Falcons, but after listening to what DP said about the team, I'm all in.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, that like didn't it feel good to actually listen to a press conference where it didn't sound like, well, we tried our best.
Win. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go. Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that, man. I want to see somebody bite. I want to see somebody bite them. I want to see somebody get bit. I want to see somebody get stepped on. You know what I'm saying? I need to see somebody get cussed out. I need to see D-Led shaking and shivering in the press conference. That's what we need. I'm tired of it.
Boy.
I'm tired of everybody bullying my damn quarterback, and the coach never says anything about it. I need one of my players to step up for Matt Ryan. And I heard what you said about Matt Ryan. Look, you're not gonna keep talking about my quarterback. I need them to be crying I need them to be crying like T.O. did for his quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need some emotion. I'm sick of it. You know what I'm saying? Cry. I need to see all that.
The fan base been spoiled, though. That's the problem. They've been spoiled. Matt Ryan came in day one, been performing. He been holding it down since he got here. He been performing top 5 to me, you know what I mean, for majority of his career. And yeah, I mean, things ain't going, perfect, but that's just such is life, you know what I mean? But right now, everybody want Fields, they want this, they want that. It ain't just that easy. You can't pick up and get a quarterback. You still can win with Matt Ryan. Worst quarterbacks have won Super Bowls, and that's a proven fact. So Matt Ryan is still capable of leading the team to where we get to.
Yeah.
It's just we can build it. We got to get a defense. He said Trent Dilfer. Yeah, exactly. Trent Dilfer. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah, so crazy. But yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, because it's like kind of like look at the rookies right about there. Right now, that's coming in right now. I actually thought that Trevor was gonna get something, but I went to bed on that game. But the rookies are struggling.
Yeah, because they, and like I said, and Mark Sanchez made a good point about this on the show he was on. The issue is that and this is where I kind of asked Mike the question last night. I said, Did the hype of Patrick Mahomes really ruin the reputation gap for these quarterbacks coming in? Because now everybody wants that next Patrick Mahomes. But the problem is when you have such a high expectation like that, especially if they never played down in the NFL, like I said, it's just going to end up with disappointing results. Joe Flacco. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And like put any quarterback in his O-line, he ain't gonna survive right now. In this Falcons O-line right about now, any quarterback right now ain't gonna survive. Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, Marquise.
Oh, you good? No, I was just gonna say that pretty much you took it. I mean, you said I can't summon it no better. Without that offensive line, without some weapons, other than Calvin, really. I mean, Pitts in theory, hopefully, inshallah, he come through. But it's just one of those things where. We gotta have some talent around the quarterback. We gotta have a defense that's gonna be able to hold it down. And really, I prefer, if folks look at a scrambling or mobile quarterback, you want somebody that can extend plays. I wouldn't really want to scramble the quarterback because you look at the career length of them, the career track. A lot of them, they nose out. They don't last that long because they get hurt running around. You know, they just you know.
What you say? Did he say what I thought? Did you say? Did he say what I think he said? He didn't want a mobile quarterback.
What?
Hey, bro. Hey, Maggie, he about to sign an affiliate contract right about now. He said,
I said it before the show. I was like, you know what, bro? You win in my book.
Right. Yeah. Hey, because I was about to say, when we did that interview with Chris Jaff and Keenan Forney, didn't he say something about the mobile quarterbacks and how they're harder to block for? But I know for me personally, that's one of the hardest.
Yes, sir. He did. He did.
And we're not talking
reach
about
back out to them. I want to bring them back. I think we might bring some of them old hits back. I think just to read, you know, because we was doing that when everybody didn't really know about AFN yet. But I think we need to reinvite them now that we got a little audience, because y'all missed out on some gems of interviews. Y'all go back to that playlist, look up our previous interviews with some of our legendary greats of the Atlanta Falcons team and some, you know, some journalists and everything for the Falcons. Definitely check that out when y'all just get bored one day and want to check out all. But now, I'm giving y'all a little disclaimer. This is when we were starting, so everything ain't polished and ain't it ain't perfect.
Internet cutting off, and everybody going in and out.
Exactly. we sitting here all nervous and shit. We like,
And Falcons getting their first interception versus Washington. All right, I'm gonna screenshot that, and we're gonna look for you on Compost.
I'm about to say, Deonta. I'm about to say, who's gonna get the interception?
I think
Oliver.
It's gonna be at least 2, maybe 3 picks. Got you.
Yeah.
Plus with the pressure.
Sheffield.
Oh, we got a Sheffield.
Is he playing?
We got a Sheffield. Okay, we got a Sheffield. Anybody else think who's gonna get it?
I already kind of locked in my answer with Oliver. And I feel like I got to trademark it to Mad Mike now. I feel like his name has been copyrighted by Mike.
I say Deron Harmon. I say Deron Harmon might get it.
You think like taking a deep shot?
The same thing,
no. What's gonna happen is like they might take deep shot, but I think it's gonna be on one of them intermediate dig routes that he might jump on.
You said Debo.
Yeah, I can see that. If they try to do like an angle route to McKissick out in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah, and just jump on.
But
it'd be so funny as hell if Steven Means get the first interception of the season.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
It'd be so funny.
Don't you do that.
Hey, you never know. Like you said, if the Falcons get pressure, they gonna try. Tyler Heineke gonna try to dink it or dunk it. Lyrics mom said Tyler Davis.
hey, AJ Terrell coming back?
Yes.
Yep. But I don't think they're gonna try.
Yeah, he was cleared. No, he been in practice the whole entire week though. He ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about Washington. I don't think Washington gonna try him like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Brady didn't even try him like that. Like
he tried him twice,
and
that's how he ended up with one of the concussion. That's how he ended up with the concussion.
I'm gonna need the Washington football team to. Every time I look at that WFT, I think of what DTL. That's what I be thinking.
Hey, that's what we're gonna call him too. We're gonna call him the what the fuck?
Who their quarterback? Who Washington quarterback?
6 foot tall Taylor Heineke.
Oh God! Listen, Rivera need to get Cam back.
And do what?
That's his buddy.
With some hats, what, for a hat collection or something? What are you gonna do?
If they bring Cam back, Tyler Davidson really is going to get his first interception. He can't throw over the line.
No, you know Cam like to miss high. He ain't gonna throw it to Tyler. He might throw that shit to Arthur Blank before he throw it to Tyler.
It'd be like, Mr. Blank, happy birthday. This ball's for you.
He gonna throw that up in the owner suite.
I don't think they're gonna really.
Punter Trustway shanks a punt. They might put Cam Newton on 4th down to just throw it deep.
Exactly.
No, we're gonna pick it off.
Exactly. Well, it'll be fair catching interceptions with his ass. Like, wow. But yeah, same page, yeah, Harmon, definitely. But if it comes off a tip pass and and Tyler Davidson or Steven Means get it, this is gonna be a funny game. I'm just gonna say it now. This game is gonna make me laugh.
They say it reminds me of Grimes. Blasphemy. You gotta put some respect on his name. Put some respect on Grimes' name.
Oh yeah, Brett Grimes. Brett.
He ain't call him he ain't earned Optimus Grimes for no reason. That boy's bad, man.
Hey, look, ask Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, that's when he locked him up. Optimus Grimes,
look, 5'7", 181 pounds. Out jumping Megatron, bro. What the?
Hey, yeah, Grimes was.
I'm kind of in my feelings. I'm kind of in my feelings. Why all of a sudden everybody want to call Isaiah Oliver name? Don't call his name now. Don't do that now. Y'all, everybody was saying suck. These same names that I'm saying, y'all said he suck. Don't call him a boy name now. Don't jump on the bandwagon now.
Hey, look at it like this. Now they gotta put more respect on your words. I like that.
Like I said, his name was might as well trademarked.
They're gonna come back, man, Mike, you were right.
Yeah, but say he's a wizard. He saw that shit before anybody.
Bruh. I had a whole powdered toast award exclusively for Isaiah Oliver. Ever since then, he's been balling out.
I never got so many ugly looks before, boy. It's like, man, have you seen this boy play? I was like, look, I know that. I know exactly what I was seeing. But he looked absolutely perfect in that. Even before they made that decision, I was saying he needs to be in the slot, or he needs to be a free safety, one of the two. Because he's going to be in that slot, he's going to be one-on-one with somebody, and a lot of times it's not going to be that number one receiver. That's perfect for him.
Yeah.
But that's like I said, it's all about putting guys in a position where they succeed. So this is one of the main reasons why I say I don't really care about their players. And there's one thing you get carried away is we put too much emphasis on their players and not understand, like, we got players too. I don't want to get carried away because offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, their job is to get the best out of their players. We know what we got. So we need to get the best out of what we have because if you have a whole game plan like the Falcons did, that dumb shit against Seattle, that dumbass shit talking about he had a game plan for some damn Chris Carson. You got the whole quarterback, Russell Wilson, and you afraid of Chris Carson?
Hey, look. Really?
Yes. I want to hear about being afraid of their players, things of that nature. Like I said, I know they got great players, but when we focus on what we can do and getting one-on-ones for our team, you know what I'm saying, and get the most out of our players, everything else will take care of itself. It'll take care of itself. We got to get the most out of what we got. We got to get the most out of Kyle Pitts, Marquise. We got to get the most out of Calvin Ridley. We got to get the most out of Chris Lindstrom. These guys are our stars, so we got to get the most out of them. So that's the main reason why I say we can't be so focused on their players and trying to stop their players. We won't get the best out of our players if we go out like that.
All right,
and give a shout out to A Wolf and you.
Hey Wolf,
we got a
99.
super sticker. Holla, holla, holla. Definitely appreciate you. And I wanted to hit Maffi's question. He was talking about what if Means or Davidson run it back for a touchdown. Shit, goddamn, that's 7 points for us. It's gonna be funny as hell. But it's 7 points. I think if Steven Means scores get a pick six, I wonder how he gonna celebrate because he's usually celebrating everybody else stuff.
Oh,
that'd be the funny part. He wouldn't know what to do.
Hell, I wouldn't know what to do.
Exactly. Yeah, look, yeah. He forgot all about Russell Wilson, who was literally one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck is you talking about? I heard that. I said, oh Lord, this is gonna be a long season. This motherfucker just said, I was worried about Chris Carson. Like Mike said, I was worried about Chris Carson.
I don't even think I got like 10 touches that game.
You could have said DK Metcalf. You could have said Tyler Lockett. Chris Carson.
He might well say he was over Pete Carroll.
Exactly. And Chris Carson's not a bad back, but I'm just saying, bro, you literally have an MVP candidate quarterback playing next against you.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't the game?
Didn't Chris Carson score anyways?
Yeah, I think he scored twice.
Yeah. So what happened to the only game plan that you had?
Right.
They had and but they game plan on defense was send Jamal Adams on every damn play.
Every blitz.
He was literally their line. He literally their linebacker. That's why
he wanted to change his position just so that he can get paid like those other players because safeties don't get that much love.
No.
When it comes to their contracts.
Right.
So I think he wanted to get paid like a pass rusher at one point too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because he gets used like that. But you know how it is. NFL is all about the position.
That was just like Jimmy Graham saying he wanted to get paid like a wide receiver. And you see what happened to his career after that.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta play your position. All right. So you want to go ahead and open it up a little bit for the people to talk, see what they got on their mind.
Yep.
All right. So like I said, this is the different concept. Wait a minute. Is the Q&As y'all gonna be able to ask us personally? The Q&As, you don't have to be on camera. Okay. My bad, y'all. I don't know why that thing keep popping up. Talking about Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of here.
He hacking the world.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony Wright said, yeah, Keanu Neal blasted Jimmy Graham's overrated ass. Ass. Yeah, he damn sure did. So we got the link in the chat. So if y'all want to go ahead and come in and get your thoughts off, ask any one of us questions. Hey, we might have a question for you too. So welcome to Friday Night Madness. But until then, let's see. I'm trying to think of a question here because I think I about damn near asked all the questions I was gonna ask to y'all. Oh, okay. So, we talked about Calvin Ridley earlier. Do you feel like that? Oh, you know what I want? It was a question before. I forgot who did it, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask this question. Do you think Dave Ragone? He basically asked, do you think Dave Ragone needs to have a little bit more say so as far as the offensive play calling?
Nope. Hell no. Nope. Hell no.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? What's the point of doing that?
He's the delegate.
Yeah, like what's the point? This has been literally barely 4 games. What's the point of it?
I mean, have we improved? Would you say we've improved, Mike, in these 4 games? Have you seen, or 3 games? Have you seen an any improvement or anything transitioning from game 1 to game 3 that make you feel like we're on a right trajectory? You know what I mean? We're headed the right path, whatever.
Absolutely.
You do?
I mean, every day. And that's just one word. That's it. He's not playing like absolute trash. Jalen Mayfield. We talk about a guy that literally got his ass stomped, kicked, crying. He was damn near crying on the sideline. And now he played well. The last couple of games, he played well. The NFL is about progression. It's about progression. All right. It's a game at a time. It is literally 4 games to employ an entire system. Let me kind of give you guys a visual of what the NFL playbook looks like. I'll just say this. Look, I got something for you. I'm gonna do a little K-style switch to it. You see these? These ramen noodles. An NFL playbook is about this damn thick, okay? It's about this thick. Over 200 plays, okay? Over 200 plays, all right? That damn thick. Kyle Shanahan's playbook is about 300 passing plays and different variations of passing plays. So we're talking about a playbook in 4 games that a lot of offensive players, they have to memorize the basics of those plays. So we haven't even seen the third of what he really want to call. Because now this is Arthur Smith's offense. All right, let's make this clear. This is his offense now. He's not running Tennessee plays anymore. He's running his plays. So now he gets to employ what he wants. So we haven't even really got to what he really wants to do yet. So when we get there, let's see. They were gone. Like again, what's the point? If we haven't seen all what Kyle Pitts can do, or we haven't seen what all Calvin really can do, what's the point of even, bringing in a Dave Ragone to have any input in anything?
Okay. All right, Vlad. Go ahead, Noah.
To Mike's point, like think back to 2019 Tennessee. That was Arthur Smith's first year as an offensive coordinator for them too. And then we think back, like they didn't have a hard start either. But then over the course of the season, they start to show their upside. I'm still seeing that here. Like, yeah, I can take a look at a young tree and be like, well, hey, like I don't see this growing. It's all about the upside though. Like we're still seeing like the 4th week of the tree grow. We haven't seen like year 4 of the tree grow. We're seeing week 4. So we just got to give that some time, develop the playbook, get that in people's heads, and then that's when our talent can really shine under the scheme.
All right. Hey, Vlad, what's going on, man?
Vlad TV.
Pretty good.
That ain't Vlad TV. Is it Vlad TV?
I wish.
I'm about to say if it's Vlad TV, we better watch what we say. He like.
Yeah, I wish I was getting that money, but anyways, getting back to the Jalen Mayfield thing, like he's like I was genuinely concerned in week 1. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna start to lie, but like the amount of progression he's made in the last 2 weeks has been like insane. Like to give you an example, like his PFF grade from week 1 was 1.3. Second week was I think 31.2, and then this week it was 73.4. It's nuts how quick he was coming on. And like Mike was saying, in order to actually pick up a playbook and get it down that quickly and that efficiently is most players can't handle that, especially that fast, And but if I had to pick any position on this line that I'm the most concerned about, it probably would be McGarry, just because this is his 3rd year in the league, and it's not like he's like Mayfield or Hennessy. He's actually got a lot of starts behind him. So if I was Arthur Smith and I was worried about really any part about this line, it would be probably right tackle, honestly, because we all know McGarry can't handle speed all too well most of the time. So that would be my only concern. But as far as the line in general, it's been a pleasant surprise, honestly, especially Mayfield. it exceeded my expectations for a rookie. Like, you can't ask for more.
And he was the plan C.
Exactly. And it's like, and like you think about it, like, man, he should have been plan A all along because this kid was smashing it.
Right.
I mean, it's wild.
All right, Los Falcons, what you got for us, man? What's going on? Hey. Oh, hold on. We need to see that shirt. Do you got a belt on that shoulder too?
Oh, no, that's the NWO right there.
Oh,
you taking it back.
That's the I'm the A-Wolf that did the super chat, but I just came in as Los Falcons because that's my other YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, definitely
appreciate that, man.
Bro.
No problem, man. How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, we is lovely, man. What you got for us?
Oh man, I ain't got nothing really. I just want to see some improvement on all sides of the ball, defense and offense. So, my expectations for this team isn't set as high as past years because I've been a Falcon fan since like '91. That's when I first seen Jerry Glansville and them up. I'm from up Jersey, first of all, so I've been talking crazy to the guy all week. So, and I went to the game actually when we lost 28-2 when the Giants had their run in 2011.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm new to this YouTube space and everything, and so I just want to see improvement, man. I just want to see improvement on the offensive line. I want to see improvement, obviously, on the secondary. Everybody's concerned, but I think that we're going to turn the corner, man. I think we're going to turn the corner. We just got to be positive and just support the team in good or bad. We got to support the team, man. So that's all I got, and man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody on here. I don't know a lot. I'm new to the Falcon community, but shout out to everybody. Everybody doing their thing. So support always.
Glad to have you.
Bro. Appreciate it.
Glad you found us.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely. All right, Popcorn Movie G, man. What you got for us? What's going on, man?
What's going on there, everybody? Just wanted to chime in and had a quick question. I basically wanted to ask, how do y'all think about the defense switching back and forth between man and zone? Because the last couple of games, that zone receivers been wide open. So I just wanted to get y'all perspective on that.
That's exactly where it needs to be. What you don't want to do. Again, we talk about tendencies. And when you know a team is going to be in man, you know how to call plays. So it's like what Dean Pease is doing is we're getting out, again, those tendencies. Dan Quinn, we knew every third down he going to play that cover three, and they going to hit the exact same spot every time, each time. It didn't matter if we were 30, 40 yards away. Somehow they was going to get it, all right, because of tendencies. So when I see Dean Pease actually mixing things up, when, he got guys like Richie Grant, who's young, and he has that athleticism, Isaiah Oliver, athleticism, AJ Terrell, the athleticism, they can start to get to those things. They can get to the balls that, a older Eric Harris can't get to. He can get to balls that, Harmon can't get to. So it's all about changing the tendencies, and that's what you don't want. Like, you want to catch the offensive line off guard. You don't want them to know every time you're gonna, come in the A gap. You want to come in the C. You want to come up, from each corner, right side, left side. Like, you want to keep switching it up. So, like, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you do not want to be out here running the same as that defense 4-5 plays in a row. Because for any smart quarterback, it just takes two times to run that play.
Yeah.
You run it 3, 4, 5 times. Oh, you might as well automatically put a damn 6 on the board because they're gonna find it.
Right.
And if I can chime in for a second, you also got to figure out, because you just got to practice what you preach too to these players. Like, you have to, as the word of the week has been believe. You got to believe in your own system to implement it to the players so that they can execute well. And he was talking about in that press conference, with that deep pass given up by CJ Board to TJ Green, that was on a cover one. And he's like, hey, if I just give up on my beliefs immediately after like a certain play had happened, that's not going to look good for the players. So I just got to make sure that I'm sticking to my beliefs and that things will pan out because the players are buying into what I'm selling. And we actually have an impact in that too. So it's like we ran that same play like 2 plays later and it worked. So you just got to take a look at if a play is failing, why did the play fail? And where can we improve on that? And if a play is successful, hey, let's hone that in, but let's also make it look a little bit different next time we can succeed more.
Well, Marquise, Money Man, what y'all got on that question?
No, I mean, I agree. I mean, what Mike and what Noah said is right on. You got to be able to believe in your system. Also, you need to be able to, it's the element of surprise. You don't want to be predictable. So you got to remember the offense coordinators got to earn their check too. So they're gonna be able to scheme up things for the zone. When they see your safeties drop back or one drop down, and that's cover 3, or they split, they flare out. They're gonna say, that's cover 2, or if you wanted quarters or whatever like that. So they're gonna be able to scheme and zone some things up, and they're gonna get theirs. You never see the end of the game where offense has 0 yards. So they're gonna get their yards, But I think as long as we can continue to integrate in our system, DNPs integrate his system, and the players believe in it. Show some versatility, playing man and zone, to get comfortable, because not everybody's comfortable playing zone. Not everybody's comfortable playing man, especially on the corners, linebackers. That's a lot of stress on them, and sometimes it's different. So even though they've been playing football for pretty much most of their lives, it still takes some getting used to playing with your back to the quarterback, and not being able to, get your head around and certain things like that. So I think we headed in the right direction. Defense looking good. Like I said before, we ain't playing a real quarterback this week. I wouldn't consider him a real quarterback. Watch you go out there for like 700 yards, something crazy. But
he got a lot of heart, though. He got a lot of heart, man.
But no, I mean,
that boy got a lot of heart, man.
He got heart, but heart and talent don't. It's not synonymous. You know what I mean?
No, I get that, but you see, Team Tebow had a lot of heart. He won games too. You know what I mean? Sometimes that heart.
Got a lot of heart. Stephen got a lot of heart too. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean.
Listen, I'm with that. I'm with all that. Listen, I want the smoke on Sunday. I want all the smoke.
Yeah.
On Sunday, I want all the smoke, like we say up here. I want all the smoke. I know they got to focus on Scary Terry. I know they got to focus on Gibson. But the one guy I'm looking at is Logan Thomas, because he can hurt you too.
Yeah, I think their game plan. I think their game plan coming in, they're gonna try to stretch us. They can't go vertical. I think they're gonna go lateral and with Scary Terry and use some things, dink and dunk screens, bubbles, some little outlets, and let the playmakers make plays after the catch. I think that may be the biggest, because the quarterback's you're not worried about him throwing the ball down the field and putting, doing pinpoint passes.
Running away from us.
It's gonna be salsa time on Heineke, baby. We're gonna have Heineken and some salsa, baby.
Back to what Popcorn movie said, with the man switching up from the man and playing the zone too deep or whatever. I had an issue with it first when I was seeing it. That it was leaving the middle wide open. So I guess what DPs is thinking is, well, I'd rather keep everything in front of me than for them to get it behind me. I'd rather give up this 4 or 5 yard passing completion than for them to go back and catch 30 or 40 yards on me.
I do commend DNPs for the third downs, because when we had Dan Quinn, they be so far back, and I'd be like, oh my goodness. I'm like, what are you doing?
You be taking the special teams out there going for a punt.
Exactly. Like, why are they so far off? Like, it was terrible.
Like, oh man, it's 3rd and 2. Prepare for the 15-yard play.
They got 10 yards of cushion.
I was about to say, here at AFL, we had a nickname for that defense.
Oh man,
we called it the Suki Honda Amber Rose Slut Walk defense.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Like a freak at the cut part, everybody getting a turn. Yeah.
Shit. I'm like, you was looking like 3rd and 31. Shit, we got this. 3rd and 15. Shit, we got this. Don't let it be 3rd and 1. It was automatic. No.
But speaking of secondaries, I think honestly, I think Pitts could actually put a real sting on the Jets this week as far as their secondary goes.
Football team, you mean, right?
The Jets?
No, you said. Oh, you talking about the next game? You talking about?
Yeah, I said. Speaking of the secondary, I said Pitts could put a beating on the Jets this next game.
Oh, you talking about London? You talking about London?
Yeah. In the future.
I mean, if we can't beat the Jets and they up here, come on now, we gotta stop.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Zach Wilson to begin with, personally. I don't know why everybody was on him like that, but
the Jets on every quarterback.
Hey, Mike, you better tell him. You better tell him what I said about Zach Wilson.
The Jets on every quarterback up here.
Yeah, I mean they really are though.
Yeah, they're on every quarterback.
That's the thing too. Like we were talking about earlier with Matt Ryan. I mean, a lot of these teams would take him in a heartbeat. Jets being one of them. Because they haven't really had stability there in forever. And Zach Wilson, yeah, he's a rookie, but you see what happens when you draft a rookie. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have success.
You know how hard I got to fight for Matt Ryan's respect in New York?
Oh, I bet it's crazy.
I got to fight tooth and nail. I'm telling you, he's way better than Eli Manning.
Oh,
yes, yeah, okay? yeah.
And the
way
two
better.
Super Bowls really kill him, but he's way better than Eli. Let's cut that out. And I got to fight in because you got a lot of Falcon fans in the East Coast that they fold under pressure. They fold.
Yeah.
Okay. They fold like beach chairs. Once they see a sea of blue, and green, they fold up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I gotta fight tooth and nail. Mark Sanchez, come on, man. Let's cut it out. Matt is, to me, Hall of Famer. I don't care what nobody says. So,
and I mean, the stats alone show that.
Alone show that, man. So I he can make, listen, he's got to learn the offense, and obviously it's a first-year offense, first-year defense, obviously as well. But man, I'm telling you, man, once they get clicking, I think it's gonna be woof. Everybody don't forget the Justin Fields. Everybody forget that.
The thing about it, as far as this offense goes, I mean, take it back to 2015 when Shanahan first showed up. I mean, everybody was calling for his head. But once the system was implemented and installed correctly, I mean, we've seen what happened there, in 2016. I mean, grant you, they were comparing this to the greatest show on turf. I mean, I can't think of a bigger, compliment than that, So, I mean, I would legitimately see, traces of this offense being, not, I wouldn't necessarily say to that level, but, up there, you know what I mean, as far as, once it gets rolling right.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you see what happened when he was in Tennessee. I mean, all he really had was Derrick Henry and AJ. That was really it up there. But, I mean, you got way more weapons here. So, his plethora of plays are just going to be it's going to be immense as far as what he could actually because he has things that he could have done, he could do here that he wasn't able to even do in Tennessee because he just didn't have the personnel to pull it off. He didn't have a Kyle Pitts or, a Calvin Ridley that can run routes like that or even, it's just the possibilities are just crazy as far as what can be done with this system once it gets rolling. And like I said last week on the last week's show, you're looking at about midweek or probably about 1 or 2 games after the the bye rather, and I can see this system really taking off, really taking off.
He has a Matt Ryan. He said it earlier. He had to dumb down his offense in Tennessee because Mr. Ryan Tannehill did not understand the language of the plays. It was really that simple.
So, yeah, it really was.
Once you have a quarterback, for one, this is no disrespect to any of the NFL players, but you got to be smart. And a lot of these quarterbacks, they fail because they're not very intelligent. They're great athletes, but when it comes down to retaining information and being able to convey that and know when to calm Julio down when Julio, look, I need the ball. Like, bro, like you got to understand how to put all those skills into one. So it's all these people talking about, oh, he's going to be a great leader. Fields hasn't even learned how to look at a defense. All right, I'm telling you this. You saw 9 sacks, but I've seen plenty of times where Justin Fields, he could have thrown the ball away. He could have seen a rusher coming, certain movements the defense is making. You got to be able to see all those things and get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball quicker, move to this side, move to that side. Like you got to be able to do these types of things. You got to make the movement. So like if you want a clear representation of what I'm saying, go back to Atlanta Falcons YouTube channel and watch DJ Shockley, like changing the running play. You see a safety coming down. You saw Matt Ryan change the running play and change it, go to the left side. These are the small things that you have to understand, and you got to be able. You got to be able to do those types of things. So, Maggie, what you got?
I'm about to interrupt, and it's going to be all off topic, but why is always men on the show? Where the women? I know we got a fan base of women that are Falcons fans. I'm sick of it.
There.
You got one. You got a couple of men here. You just got to get them on.
What do?
Oh,
I mean, do I gotta show up every day to put some feminine energy in this? It's too many hard legs up in here. Where the women? Women, get on here. Come on now.
You gotta put a wig on.
No, don't do that.
Getting back to what Mike was saying though, like as far as I didn't mean that disrespectfully, Maggie, but it's
oh no,
I just wanted to make,
joking. Y'all good.
Yeah. I just wanted to make a point about that. I mean, being a cerebral quarterback is one trait that a lot of casual fans just dismiss. And that's what makes like Tom Brady so great. That's what like makes Aaron Rodgers so great. That's what makes even Matt Stafford. I mean, so we see what happened with him when he went to LA, because like Detroit, like is statistically the worst NFL franchise in the game, period. Like from a statistical standpoint. And you see what happens when a quarterback is able to unleash that cerebral part of his brain on a game. It changes the dynamic of how a team approaches them. And like having the ability to really call upon that, especially in key moments. Like for example, not to bring it up, but I mean it really emphasizes this. Like back in the Super Bowl when the Pats beat us, like being Tom Brady being able to call on that part of his like cerebral, like part of his brain and tell his team and get them organized and collected and just go out there and execute. Like that's something you really can't teach. Like you have it or you don't. And that's one of the key traits that I just hope that this regime really values when they do finally go to find their next quarterback. Because, you can't, like I said, you can't replace that part of Matt Ryan unless you can find somebody as cerebral or more cerebral than him. And that's a tall order. It really is.
Lucas, what you got to say, Lucas?
Hello. How are you guys doing?
What's going on?
What's going on, homie?
Pretty good. I didn't know he had a chance to say anything. We sorry.
That's all good. So I don't got a whole lot of time. I'm actually working on an essay for college right now. But I was wondering, what do you guys think, or how long do you think Dean Pease is here to stay?
I mean, I think what it is you gotta remember his son is also on this staff too. So like Mike said, probably about 2 or 3 more years, and then he's gonna pass the reins on to his son.
Okay.
How old is Dean Pease? Ain't he like in his 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 71.
I mean, Dick LeBeau coaching too. He's like 80 years old, so it's not out of possibility that he can coach till he is 80.
I think Dean Pease just can't stay. You know how some people it's embedded in them football. He even said it like he didn't feel right sitting at home doing nothing. I think with somebody else has said that too. It's like he just want to just coach. He just can't. It's in his DNA at this point. So he's gonna go until the wheels fall off of him, till the teeth fall out, till all that gone.
I mean, Pete Carroll's the oldest coach in the league, but I don't think any Seahawks fans are scared of him leaving.
Yeah.
Right. What'd you say? The Legion of Boom was gone, and now it's like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be around for a minute. Like, you had a lot of older coaches. Obviously Coughlin was in New York for a long time. Then he went to Jacksonville, I think. You know, there's gonna be, you know, he gonna put the salsa on it, man. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna do some salsa. I'm telling you, he gonna put it on the Falcons defense. I'm telling you, man. He's gonna put it. You know what it is too is that, you know, it's like too. I watch you guys. I've been watching you guys for a long time, right? And I'm telling you, man.
Appreciate that.
You know, just got to be patient with what's going on now, man. It's all about patience, man. A fan's journey isn't an easy journey. Whatever team you pick, right? It's not an easy journey. So
let me interrupt real quick. Asia, look, I put my stuff in a ponytail and kept it moving.
Oh my God.
We don't care about nothing, girl.
Hey, Asia,
females.
Asia, I look as dirty as the birds that we root for. And I'm still on here.
And you can hide your camera queen. So for real, you can hide your
you ain't
camera.
gotta be on camera.
You don't gotta be on camera. You ain't gotta be. Don't be scared. Come on up in here and represent for those women. Gotta do that.
Hey, I got a question for the panel. How do y'all feel about them starting to mix Wayne Goldman into the run game instead of Mike Davis?
I think you still got to keep Mike Davis involved. But what I would do, like you said, you running back by committee, have 3 running backs in there. I mean, because you have to think about these 3 running backs we got are not low. They're not low carrying backs. Like you can get 8-9 carries out of each of them. So yeah, I would mix Wayne Gallman just to see where he's at as far as learning the offense. Because like I said, if he picked up the offense and he good, I'll give him a couple snaps.
Relax.
What do you guys think about Richie Grant?
Let's breathe. Let's stop. Let's get these guys. He's a big back. You know how Michael Turner gets stronger as the season goes on. He's gonna get long. It's all about being able to wear down your opponent. This is what his offense is designed to do. This is why he went out and got Mike Davis. I don't know why I was about to say Mike Smith. I guess I'm probably thinking about Michael Turner, but Mike Smith, it's the same type of thing. As the season goes on, you're going to see Gallman. You're going to see Richie Grant. You're going to see all the players that we're not seeing. He's playing a long game. He's not worried about right now. I know the team is said they're trying to win. That right there is you're still trying to win, but realistically, they know they're trying to implement the system. And then year 2, the system is in place. Now you can really play the guys like Richie. You can play Ogundeji and these guys. So it's all about patience.
The one thing that kind of worries me, though, as far as Gallman goes, I would like to see him active just to have 3 backs on the active roster, just from like an injury point. Because like if you have one of these guys get hurt, I mean, you're down to 1 back now. You know, what are you going to do if, like, you know, they both are out, you know, Patterson and, you know, Davis are out for the game.
We still got Keith Smith.
Yeah, we still got Keith Smith, right? But, I mean, if you look at Mike Davis from this last game, though, like, he actually had, like, a higher PFF grade than Patterson did. So, I mean, like, he had that kind of, like, it's one of those games that don't really go on record. It's kind of like, you know, like a standout game, but he actually had a really good game. It was like a 75 or something from this last game, and he did a really good job. So, you know, it was a good pickup compared to what we had, like 100%. So, as far as like Gallman, I'd like to see him on the active roster just from like an injury standpoint, just in case, you know, because I definitely don't want to see anybody but Davis or Patterson or Gallman running the ball right now.
Yeah.
I was going to say this real quick. Like, it's going to be, like, it can seem easy for a player to get the ball, right? But it's a different story for a player to get a role on the team. And I think that's probably what Wayne Gallman's waiting for. I think he's waiting for his role on the team because, you know, as Mike alluded to, we may not need him right now.
Yeah.
We might need him in December, in January, when we're going to need these tough yardage. And, you know, because, like, hey, we got Buffalo in, like, early January or late December. I want to see him then.
Woof, it's going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough game.
Boy, there's going to be snow angels everywhere.
People getting put through tables left and right. It's going to be crazy.
Exactly. I don't see how they do that. They be in -9-degree weather jumping off tape.
Not me.
Listen, man, up here, I try to catch. That's why I'm glad that the Falcons always come up here October, September, because the weather November, December up here is no joke. I'm telling you, I was at the stadium, like I said, 2011 when we lost, we scored 2 points. I was like, oh man, it's brutal up here, and Buffalo's even farther up north. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So Buffalo's about should be about 6 hours from where I live, and I live 10 minutes from Giant Stadium.
Okay.
So it get crazy over here in the wintertime. So you're gonna need running backs to kind of pace themselves, especially somebody like Mike Davis and stuff. But I like what Cordarrelle Patterson is doing right now. I don't know. I like, his swag is on 1,000 right now. So I'm with that, and it looks like Arthur Smith is learning how to use him a little bit better than when he was in Chicago and a couple of other places. I think he was in Minnesota too. I'm not that sure.
Yeah.
But they're learning how to use him, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna learn how to Mike and Gallman. They're gonna learn how to use these guys. So it'll be good, especially like the gentleman said. I can't really see the names, but especially when it comes to those.
There you go.
November game.
There you
go. My bad. Hey.
I was just trying to show the names.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought I was doing.
Get this together. Get it together.
Too many hands at the steering wheel.
I got another quick question, if y'all don't mind.
Go ahead.
So I know Richie Grant. If I saw correctly, he was having some trouble learning the playbook and stuff. And I know you don't really see that a whole lot from other NFL players. What are your guys' thoughts about that? Do you think that's something to be concerned about, or just something he's going to have to kind of take one step at a time?
Nah, I mean, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
We see that all the time. We see it all the time. There's a misconception because the media is putting out instant gratification that we don't see it. This is why a lot of guys like Tim Tebow don't make it as a quarterback. Tim Tebow has a limited, he has a limited play set that he can run. You can't run certain plays with every quarterback. So the misconception is that a guy like Richie Grant, let's just say, I'm gonna say it as simple as this: not everybody is Ed Reed, okay? Just because you were drafted in the first round or second round, you're not going to be it. Just because you draft, it doesn't matter. All right, you still got to learn a playbook. All right, and as I said before, these playbooks are at the very least, 100 plays each on each side.
Absolutely.
Different variations. So they might have the same plays, but there's different variations of the plays, and you got to understand. All right, when I make this signal, this means go left. I make this, it means go right. So these are the things you got to kind of put up, and it's not easy. That's why I say the NFL game is not for dummies. If you want to be a dummy, go play baseball, because all you got to do is look for a curveball or fastball, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I know baseball players probably kill me for that, but football,
try hitting 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
You ain't got to worry about plays. You ain't got to worry about 100 different fastballs because there ain't but one fastball. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's different types of it's different plays in football because you're dealing with 11 guys, yourself and 10 other guys. So it's completely different when we talk about learning positions. And a lot of these guys, he came in playing strong safety, free safety, a little bit of some slot corner. So he didn't necessarily have a set position in college. So now he's in the NFL. They're looking like you're going to be the strong safety. You're going to be the free safety. Learn the free safety position. So it's these are the things that you got to take in consideration as far as like the players. They got to learn one position now. And like with Dean Pease, he want you to learn one position, but different types of responsibilities. He wants you to learn man. He wants you to learn zone. He wants you to learn how to be, zone blitz. Like he wants you to learn how to pass rush. Like Dean Pease This is not a like a team. Because even Arthur, we see he got a wide receiver at running back. Okay, Cordarrelle Patterson is a running. He's a wide receiver, and he got him. We got a quarterback playing tight end. So it's a complex team on both sides of the ball. So you kind of have to, when we talk about what Dirk Cutter is, all we knew was Dirk Cutter needed a whole bunch of wide receivers. That's all we knew, because we know damn well he wasn't gonna run the ball. This is not the same fucking team.
Lord have mercy.
And the other side of that too is, like, let's take a look at the two safeties that were drafted around Richie Grant. Javon Holland is struggling in Miami, and Trayvon Merrigan in Vegas is hurt right now. So take that for what it's worth.
Well,
hey, it's all about learning the game. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to crawl before you walk.
Hey, how y'all feel about doing that run pass option with Matt Ryan in like 1 yard situations?
You can't do it all the time. You got to break that. You got
Not
to break that
time,
out I know what you mean. But we got a lot of people like, yeah, we need to run pass option game. Like, no. we already brag about Matt Ryan getting hit enough. You want him to get hit running the ball?
No.
That's why I'll be damned.
No, we don't need that. Right.
Exactly. But little fellas, man, I'm about to hop off, man. I go check on this baby girl, man. But like I said, I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you having me.
Hey, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody.
All right, later.
Exactly.
Much love.
All right, man.
See ya.
So, well, what we'll kind of do is kind of get everybody's final thoughts for the most part. Let's start, Marcus. Let's go with you, and then we'll go to Lucas.
All right. I mean, I think
final thoughts, anything to doing, with the season, coaching, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just give my final thoughts for like the upcoming game and everything. I mean, we gotta be mindful that it's a 17 game season now. So we only at game 4 coming up. So it's a lot of football left to be played. And I know one thing that Dan Quinn used to do, which I know he ain't here, and hate him or love him, whatever. But he broke the season down in quarters. He talked about the first quarter, the first 4 games, second 4, and you just look at it like that, put in perspective that you're not gonna win the Super Bowl in 1 game. You know what I mean? You're not gonna win the Super Bowl. Just granted, irregardless of your expectations of the for this team this year, we do have talent. We have a quarterback. We have a lot of things that can make us competitive, but just know it's gonna be some transition period. It's gonna be some growing pains with knowing this new system on offense and defense, because we switched up the entire team, and it's a major change that's taking place. So this transformation. So I expect it to go in and spank Washington. I really don't have I'm really not no fear, especially with the quarterback situation. I always look at it started at the top. I mean, and the person that's going to test the ball the most for that team is the quarterback. So I look at him and it's like, okay, we good, we got that. Defense alone, I think we're gonna be straight. I think our offense, long as the offensive coordinator does his job, Arthur Smith, as long as he does his job, and I don't think he put Matt Ryan in positions where he could do any 7-step drops and putting things where he'll be doing naked bootlegs and having free runners after him. As long as he scheme it up and get the balls in the hands of our playmakers, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we win by at least 2 touchdowns, at least 2, 14 and better. So we'll see what happens. But that's my final thoughts for it. I appreciate y'all having me on too, man. This is definitely
all right.
Yeah, hope to see you
Lucas.
Yes, sir. So
last thought, man.
Sure. So I guess with this game coming up, my biggest thing is, like, I know their quarterback situation ain't the best, but we can't underestimate it because they have a lot of weapons, and I mean they have a great defense. So I mean we can't really underestimate them per se. And I feel like they're probably going to try to take Cordarrelle Patterson out of the game. So I'd like to see. Personally, I would like to see the playbook open up to more guys, utilizing more guys, whether it's in the short passing game or in the run game. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. That's just kind of my final thing about that game. It won't break us and it won't make us, but definitely hoping that we bring out the win in this one.
Noah's Ark.
I don't have really thoughts, but I got 3 quick announcements for people. The first announcement is, well, it's not really much of an announcement, but it's just more of an update. Like, in case y'all don't really know me, I'm still a writer first, streamer second. So, like, I do I do a big recap of what goes on in the previous week too. So if you want to check that out, that'd be. I want feedback, y'all. So the second announcement is on Wednesdays. That's when I do my fantasy Q&A stream. It's just going to be that right now. And I'm going to be having a new co-host. So hopefully he's going to join on then. He said he's free. I haven't really had any conversations with him yet, but hopefully I can get to start in that. And then my third announcement is me and Twisted Torch have been in the works to start a new Saturday afternoon stream talking about the week 4 the next week preview of games. So I'm gonna split my my time up to be a little bit more comfortable for y'all.
Yes, sir.
So the fantasy Q&A streams are not going to be as long. They're not going to be 2 hours anymore. I still might drink to them like I did a little bit ago. But yeah, the week preview, like the Sunday and Monday games, those are going to be on Saturdays afternoons or Saturday evenings. So me and Twisted are going to get into that.
Okay, man. With that being said, y'all already know how I do it, man. Luke, you got something? I don't know what that was. I'll just say this. As I stated before, this is all about being honest. First and foremost, honest about what we all see. And 2, this is all about being positive. This ain't the platform to come here and cry, bitch, and moan about every aspect of what you don't like. We can come here, that's what the post games are for. Post games and Monday is our cooler is, you know what I'm saying? That's the last chance to really get out your, frustrations or your worries about what a team. That's what the post game is for. We can cry, bitch, and moan as much as we possibly can on the post games and on Monday. But for the most part, we try to keep it as positive as we possibly can because, like I said before, we already know ESPN, Fox Sports, all they want to do, and even a lot of content creators in Atlanta, all they want to do is sit here and tell us what we can't do, and we're gonna rebuild. We suck, you suck. Like we're gonna keep up the negativity. This ain't what we do here. We all about positivity. We all about uplifting our players. If, like I said before, what I do, if I see anybody that has a bad game, I'm hitting them up on Twitter. Getting some positive affirmations instead of tweeting people, you suck, I hate you, I'm gonna kill you, all that type of stuff. I've seen all types of stuff on the internet. Let's uplift these players instead of just throwing a bunch of hate at them. All right, we're supposed to be Falcon fans, like Dean Pease. If you're a Falcon fan, why are you always talking about negative things? So you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, this is a place. This is a place for positivity. All right. And that's what that and that's that. What Miss Maggie, what you got?
Lucas, I had to mute you because this is giving off a little echo when you come on. So I put you on mute, so don't feel bad about that. But as far as what I got going on, of course, everybody know I'm more the producer in the back. I don't really jump on the screen and skimmo, but I am recruiting. So we got people that's auditioning. I'm recruiting because we just definitely want to put some new faces to AFN. So I've been trying to find some more West Coast players to hook up with Noah for those people that are the people that watch a little later in the evening outside of Eastern Standard Time. We're looking for more recruits for that, as well as period. If you just want to talk Falcons football, y'all just got to hit up Miss Maggie T on any social media platform, as well as my email, msmaggieT, AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Look, I know y'all tired of seeing Matt, Mike, and K-Style, and Noah.
Well, they ain't. No hell they ain't. They love Man Mike. They love crazy ass Man Mike.
But no, I want to put a little bit more, of course, diversity. We just want to just open it up and expand it more to our fans, because Atlanta Falcons Nation, we are.
It's all about everybody.
It's all about everybody. We don't discriminate. Of course, you ain't got to be a Matt supporter, but at least come on here with some sense. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, hit me up, audition, come on Friday shows and show us that you really want to do this thing, because we love all talent. We really do. Get your stuff started. One of our new players is going to be on the Wednesday night show. He already started his YouTube. He was inspired by the Atlanta Falcons Nation team. You never know what this can become. Like Noah said, he is a writer first and a YouTuber next. So, and we open it up for him. So if you only want to be on a screen, we got a place for you to write. If you want to get your feet wet with that, come on, just do it. We definitely love it. We enjoy it. Y'all gonna probably see some of these faces back again. But that's all I got to say. Just go ahead and subscribe to all the channels. Atlanta Falcons Nation, Miss Maggie T. I'll be back on the scene. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm feeling better. I'm coming on back. So appreciate everybody and all these people that done hung out with us. Mr. Hawaii over there just chilling in his sun.
Mr. Hawaii.
Over there in his sun while we in the pitch dark. But Lucas, I'm gonna put him off mute now. But we're gonna go ahead and call it out, y'all. You ready to go? Matt, Mike, I know K-Style normally close it out, but let's go ahead and just chop it up.
At the end of the day, y'all already know we ain't here to play. I think I'm getting it right. K-Styles always said, we ain't here to play, we here to stay. Y'all ain't got to go home.
You got to get the hell out of here.
You got to get the hell up out of here. Come on, man. You got to say
I'm a lady, all right? I don't get all
I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
I'm gonna sip my drink. Okay, it's Friday night, all right? Miss Maggie got other things to be doing, all right?
I feel you on that one.
It is. Nice action.
Thank you.
Hey, man. All love. We love all y'all, man. Appreciate it for joining us. That's all we got to say about that. Oh,
Lord.
Y'all be blessed.
All right.
Thanks for having